Hello, my name is Robert Peters, and my informative speech is going to be about in order for Christians to make a stand, we must first learn to love. Now, this generation of Christians, I feel that we need to take a stand. I feel that we need to do what God called us to do, which is go out into the world and save the people. But in order to do that, we must be able to form together as a unit. And for it to be a unit is strong and supportive of one another. But if a unit is not supportive and strong together, then it's not a unit. It's more of a mob. But the one thing you need in order to be a unit is you need to learn how to love. Now, as it says in 1 Corinthians 3, verses 1 to 7, it says, "If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give away all I have, and if I deliver up my body to be burned, but I have not love, I gain nothing." Now I'm going to stop there. Now, just looking at that verse, we can see that we can give everything that we have. We can give our possessions to the world, and we can do everything we can in order to save the world. But the thing is, if we do not learn to love, if we do not love, then all that is meaningless. It's nothing. Without love, our efforts is for nothing. If you have seen what Christ did, how Jesus went on the cross, he took the cross, he went through being beaten, he went through being crown of thorns on his head, and he was nailed on the cross. And even when the people were rebuking him, even when the people were knocking him down, even when they were throwing insults at him, and they were the people he saved. He did perform miracles for these people, yet they were calling insults at him. Yet even through all that, he asked to God, he says, this Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. This great man that was betrayed by all his people still asked for forgiveness for them. Now, I understand that some of us, we have that one person, we always have that people that hurt us, we have that people that make us mad and all that, and it's hard for us to love them. But if you think about it, Jesus went through everyone hating him, calling out for him to be killed. He went through being whipped, lashed, and nailed through his hands. Now, I know it's hard because, believe me, I've been hurt by people many times. But if I compare that to what Jesus went through, and if he can love them still, I see no point. I see how I cannot love like him. I see how can I not love like him when he went through all that and he still loved him. Yeah, I can't love people through just because they bullied me and because they hurt me. Yes, most people use the excuse saying, "Oh, well, I'm not perfect like Jesus. Jesus was perfect." But as it says in the Bible, we are made in the image of God. Yes, we might not be perfect, but that doesn't mean we don't try to love them. Yes, we are not wonderful beings that doesn't make no mistakes. We make mistakes. It's hard to love them. But that doesn't mean we give up. That doesn't mean, you know what, I can't do this, it's impossible for me. No, through God anything is possible. So of course you can love that person. It might be hard for them to love them, but because okay, you're saying that they could hurt you. But think of what you've done to God. Think of how you feel betrayed. Well, guess what? All the times when you go to church and you ask God to help, and you go behind his back and you sin, and all you think you come back is ask for your wants, but you don't help him, he feels betrayed. You think you've been abused? Well, think about what you've done with God. Think about how you're thinking, "Oh, God, I need this, I need this, I need this." Yet you won't worship him in church. You think you feel like you're brokenhearted? Well, think about how God, he waits there for us, and he's calling out to us, yet we think, "Oh, you know what? I don't love God. I hate him. I can't deal with this. I can't trust him." He feels heartbroken when we go into the world and we sin. He calls out and reaches out for us. He provides for our needs, yet we go off and we sin. And we don't even say thank you to him, yet he still loves us. So I feel that if I can't love a person, if I've ever put the excuse of, "Oh, this person hurt me," I have to think to myself, what have I done to God? Not just one day, but so many years I've betrayed God. I've hurt God. I ran away from him. He was right there beside me saying, Son, I am here for you. Please come to me. Yeah, I betrayed him and I walked away and I pushed him away. Yeah, he was there still loving me. So why can't I love others like that? Now, most people has a question. How do we love? Well, as we continue to read in 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 to 7, it says, Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love is patient, meaning that whenever you're in line at Starbucks to get your coffee, and that person in front of you is taking forever to make their order, instead of lashing out in anger and telling them to hurry up, be patient. Be patient, because you think about what that person could be going through. Instead of having to rush through traffic, honking your horn at people, be patient. Because think about, like I said, think about how God was patient with us. We've been so far away from Him, and He's waited for us for so long in order to accept Him. We put Him through so much, and He's waited there for us, always there beside us. And then finally, when we do it, He's thankful. So why can't we be patient like Him? So in order to love, you must be patient. Now, I could go on many things about what love is, but to sum it up, if you go to Galatians 5, verses 22 to 23, you see the fruits of the Spirit. So if you want to learn to love, live by the fruit of the Spirit. And as it says in Galatians verses 5 to 22, it says, But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control, and against such things there is no law. So if you want to learn, follow the fruit of the Spirit. Yes, love is considered one of them in the fruit of the Spirit. I noticed that. But you must also follow the others, because that is all of love, if you think about it. If you go back to the verse, it says, love is joy and kindness, and that does not boast. So pretty much it's what it mentions in the fruit of the Spirit. And like I said, if it's hard to be patient, go back to James 1, verses 19 to 20. Know this, my beloved brothers. Let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger, for the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. So be patient. Watch your anger. Because think of how many times God could have been angry at us and lash out. Yeah, He loved us no matter what. So in order for this generation to make a stand, and in order for us to reach out in the world, we must first learn to love, just as Jesus loved us. We can go out there preaching prophecies, calling messages into their life. But if we do not love, as it says in the Bible, it will mean nothing. Because God is love. And if we can't show them love, we can't show them God. And that is my message for today.